Mayfield.
And coming up of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. It's Logan. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a gain of 6 there on first.
Second and 4.
On second down now. It's Robinson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Mayfield's pass intended for Jared Cook.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Jabril Peppers deep to receive. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by a 2nd-round pick back in April out of Oklahoma by way of Alabama. It's Jalen Hurts.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Yeah, hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Now, pass complete here to Sanders.
Hurts pass.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Touchdown, 49ers.
Hurts pass.
Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Those are the drives that prove a lot. You got a rookie quarterback, Charles. You're on the road, takes him down, throws the touchdown pass.
And in a game like this, with, as you described, a rookie quarterback, the team usually says, okay, we got to take care of this guy. We got to protect him. But when he goes out and plays like this on the first drive on the road, he doesn't have to say, I'm here to be your leader. They just need to follow him.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. With it on the return is Logan. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. And if his coaches are correct, we're going to see a lot more runs like that from this young rookie going forward.
And you know, slapping each other on the back up in the booths right now? The scouting department, because they really recommended this guy highly, and he's justifying their faith in him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Jabril Peppers on the cover.
Mayfield to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a game.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And he finds Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, TJ Logan. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
23-yard line. It's a gain of 7, brings up 2nd and 3.
On the carry, it's Logan. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This is Logan. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Jabril Peppers.
They'll run it here with Logan. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Is looking for Ridley again, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. Third down now. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball to make a big play. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
On second down, it's Robinson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
From the gun, Mayfield. Open net, it's complete to Higgins. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
49-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down now. It's Robinson. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, Robinson. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
7-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up
on the toss. Here's Robinson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Levi Wallace brought him down. A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Logan. And a short gain here down to the 22.
Ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second
To throw, Mayfield. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. They run. Robinson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal.
A 32-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
49ers 7.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
1st and 10 at their own.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
7 yards, the pickup there. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
33, Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a gain of a yard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. Hurts fumbles it. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, a 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. So the Patriots coming out now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
2nd and 4 at the 31.
On 2nd down, it's Robinson. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
James Robinson, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Mayfield. That'll be complete to Cook. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
At first glance, I thought he just used his size in order to win the route, but he also had a little subtle move in there as well. Made the defender think he was going one direction and was able to track the ball in another.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run with Logan. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did. They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Mayfield off the play fake. Open man is Higgins. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Mayfield sacked.
Montez Sweat able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now Mayfield lost the football, and this is going to be 49er football. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, 49ers. Calvin Ridley, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Boswell for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football.
And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Being chased out left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Hurts with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield and try and find a receiver or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Baker Mayfield leads the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Leonard Williams. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And now this throw complete to Washington. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Throwing, Mayfield. And Cook has it, left side. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Got an open man, it's Washington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice gains, that one for 14 yards and another first. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going to the air again with Mayfield. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for James Washington. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. And that'll make this an 8-point game.
Niners 21. Patriots 13.
So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 7. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 18-13, the final. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Green Bay Packers. 27-13 was the final. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And they were winners in that one over the visiting LA Chargers. 24-21, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Here comes Johnson on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 30.
They go play action with Hurts. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the gun, it's Hurts. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on
throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And 6.
Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
29-yard line.
They run again with Logan. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call.
Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Boswell for the extra point.
Point after.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. When we talk all the time about playing situational football right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mayfield on 1st down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3rd and short yardage, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. The rookie Jordan Brooks picks it off. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Hurts to throw. Left side here to Sanders. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Hurts. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their 1st. But at least it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Oh, we got to do our job, man.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line.
He was tackled.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your quarterback? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete.
Hurts pass.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll be a gain of 16, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 7-yard line.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jalen Hurts, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. That time a 9-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it.
Patriots 13.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. With it on the return is Logan. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28.
New England trying to get to place on offense. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Mayfield off the play fake. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Mayfield now. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Mayfield sacked.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. From the gun, Mayfield. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Finding Gabriel complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Logan.
Mayfield's pass.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Bobby Wagner, the NFL's leading tackler in 2019, there on the stop.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again to Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
Now a handoff here to his running back. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At their 49.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
On the carry.
Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 35-yard line.
On second down now, it's Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On first down, it's Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brought down by Mike.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Stop your whining. 53's the month. 53. Check 53.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for New England, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.